Hi guys, welcome back to Carb Nerd. My name's Jeremy, and today we're going to get you started on your brand new ketogenic lifestyle. I want to make a short video to help people get started with the ketogenic lifestyle because there's certainly no shortage of information out there on the internet. The issue is there's so much of it that's conflicting, and it's hard to sort of cut through all of the extra stuff and just get to the very, very basics. What do you need to do right this second to make this happen? So this is actually a suggestion by my wife because after her success, and over the last year she's dropped over 90 pounds on the ketogenic lifestyle, and it's been fantastic for both of us. She suggested that this is something that we need to do. This is how we're going to help people get started with this. The first thing we always tell people when they're getting started on this is keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. It doesn't have to be complicated. This is just food. There's plenty of great recipes out there that you can follow, and you can make these great meals with, and you can make substitutes of the foods you used to eat, but we really tell everybody just keep it simple. Now, that being said, of course, it is a lot of fun to go on the internet and find great recipes for casseroles and treats and this kind of stuff. And absolutely experiment because it needs to be fun, and not everybody in your house is always going to be keto. Our daughter certainly isn't keto, so we need to make foods that she's interested in as well. So we go through and we find all kinds of great recipes, and we've developed a lot of recipes over the last year that are just become our go-to. My only advice here with the recipes, of course, is if you're going to try a brand new recipe to feed your family, do it on a day when you have time. Don't try to squeeze it in some night after work where you rush home, you stop at the grocery store, you pick up all these ingredients, and you have to come home and throw it all together with your family sitting around the table, and they're hungry and they want to eat. And then you make this and you put it down. It doesn't turn out at all the way you planned it. We've all had recipes bomb on us. It's going to happen. So if you're going to have a recipe bomb, do it on a day when you have time to make something else. Track your macros. Man, I'm not sure why this is such a big stumbling block for everybody. And when I say everybody, me too. That was the biggest thing when we started keto. I thought, man, I have to track macros. What a pain in the butt. And no kidding, it feels like it at first because you have to learn a new software. There's all kinds of apps you can download for your phone, for iOS or Android. Some of them are complicated, some of them are pretty straightforward. They all do essentially the same thing to varying degrees of accuracy. Find the one that works for you, but use it. It's what's going to keep you on track. It's going to give you the accountabilities, but having that record is invaluable for your success. You absolutely need it. It's going to keep you on track. And in fact, it's almost impossible to do keto without tracking your macros. Another important thing we tell people when they're starting on keto is don't rely solely on the scale as your feedback. Although that is important, take a look at your weight and track it, but certainly use it as a longer timeline for trending downward. Day to day, you might see it go up a bit, down a bit, up a bit, stay the same. It's going to move all over the place. On a longer timeline, as long as you're seeing that weight going down, you're going in the right direction. Now, that being said, there's way more ways to get your feedback than just the scale. One really important one that people really seem to enjoy is the mirror. You're going to get up in the morning, you're going to look at yourself, you're going to see your face, and your face is going to look different. Use that feedback. That is important. That's not your imagination. Your face is getting smaller when you're dialed in on keto. Look at your body. Do your clothes fit differently? Do they feel better? What's your energy level like? Is it up? And it will be. When you're dialed in, you're going to have that energy. You just want to go after it all day long. One great way to make sure that you're heading down the right path with ketogenic lifestyle is to measure it. And this is another one of these things that a lot of people, when I start talking about it, they'll sort of glaze over and they'll start thinking, this is too much. This is a little too intense for me. But just stay with me just for the next 45 seconds. We'll get through it, and I promise you it's going to be great. Tracking your blood glucose is super, super awesome. It's going to give you so much feedback as to your reactions to food and what your body's doing and your reactions to intense exercise or bad sleep or whatever it is. And it's also going to let you know if you're heading in the right direction. If your blood glucose, your fasting blood glucose is always elevated, you need to make a change in your diet. There is an easier way to do this, and it's great for when you're first starting. It's called Keto Sticks. We've all heard about these. Again, when you're reading, you're going to see these. You buy them on Amazon. It's like $10 for 50 of them. And you just, essentially, it's a little white stick. You hold it in your urine stream, and it's going to change color if your body starts producing ketones. And it's great to show when your body is producing ketones, because that's going to let you know that it's working. Now, the downfall with these, of course, is that they don't give you an accurate number. All they really do is they show if you are producing ketones. When you're first starting out, your body is producing ketones, but not really using them fully. So what's coming out in your urine is ketones that aren't being used. Now, once you're in ketosis for a long enough time, you're actually going to find that you're going to start showing less and less. And for a lot of people, they're going to show none when they use a keto strip, because your body starts utilizing everything that it produces for ketones. So they're great when you start off, but don't rely on them for long-term use. So that's it. That is our quick and dirty video version of our Quickstart guide to the ketogenic lifestyle. There's a lot more information out there, and we have a lot more content coming for this channel very, very soon, guys. So if you do like what you see and you're interested in learning more about the ketogenic lifestyle, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at Carb Nerd. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again soon.